just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing it to start this drive. He finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing on third down. He puts some juice on it deep. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams get it back as he ties the single-season record. That's his 14th interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, off play action. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They go play action here. Buying some time right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. The Rams are set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. On target to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Now he's going deep across. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Rams will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field.
This is brought in at the 50. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hurt.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
19 tight.
They'll throw it. Touchdown, LA! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Finds McConkey. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw. Complete beyond the mark. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. Picked up by the Rams.
You know, Kate, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play it all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
19
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Space on the right. He's got room. Into the red zone. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They're going play action. Finds a seam down the middle. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He picks up 28 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Now we're on the counter. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's got it at the 5. It's an LA touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got a man left. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking slant route, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to the air here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Throw is caught by the back. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Rams have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. The running back gets it on the draw. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll try and punch it in. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. Going ground game again here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now lead by 10. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Still sticking with the passing game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within one score in the fourth. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here are the Saints facing a consequential two-point attempt.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. Oh, the Saints are looking confident that they have it, and they do! Field goal game. Not sure they had to force that quite yet, partner.
Yeah, I don't know where the analytics were on that one, and I think there's some old-timers probably rolling over in their grave with that decision.
But hey, doesn't matter. They get the ball back right in what could turn out to be the game's biggest turning point.
Yeah, momentum now clearly on their side. Got to get downfield and either tie it or take the lead. The special teams, well, they were certainly special. Now it's the offensive turn to do their job.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Saints trail by a field goal. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Throwing now. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Still one more in their pocket to use. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here he is to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. Into the hands of Olave. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. A lot of pressure on this kid for Jake Elliott. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Track 60. Corey, 70.
Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 13-yard line.
Setting up to pass. And he'll get it up to the 44. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, things work a little bit different, and we know that some folks have been confused by this. So both teams guaranteed 1 possession regardless of who wins the coin toss here. And if after those 2 drives we're still tied, then an entire season comes down to who can score first.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Well, either team has proven they would be more than deserving. But only one can rep the NFC in the Super Bowl. The kick is away in overtime. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Called in left side. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, so they can't end the game with a touchdown. Not in a postseason overtime, but a score sure would send a mountain of pressure across the field and set their defense up quite well, too.
It would, Kate, but I would tell you, offensively, now that you're in the red zone, anything short of a touchdown would feel like a disappointment.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed them.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to throw this one. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And goal with a game in the balance. Here we go with Dobbins. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints take the lead in this game. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To throw here on 1st down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. No luck finding finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second and 10 now. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it down to a single point. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. That answer right there shows that this team, Brock, belongs in the postseason. Had to be a touchdown, and they got it with everything on the line.
And now, Kate, we'll see exactly what type of team they are because their entire season hinged on what you just said, on that response of getting the touchdown. But now it hinges on this decision. Are you going to go for the tie, or are you going to go play for the win, baby?
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. We'll take a break with them here in overtime. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for two. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed.